Hello, I'm Will Williamson of the JDR Group. You're watching this video because you're considering working together with us to grow your business over the next 3, 6, 12 months to attract new customers, to attract new sales and to bring some much needed profit and cash flow into your business. And hopefully by the end of a few months of working together with us, you'll have a totally different business. However, I understand that it can be a bit of a scary decision for some people, and you probably have lots of questions. After all, search engine marketing is a bit of an unknown. You're never really sure what the results are going to be. You don't always fully understand it, and it can be something that you can't really see. So I often get asked similar types of questions from the businesses that I deal with, and I thought what I would do is to run through some of the most commonly asked questions that people talk to me about. And I'm sure a lot of them will resonate with you, and hopefully it will answer some of those questions in your own mind. Okay, so first question, and this is the obvious one, is will it work? Now, obviously the answer to that question is yes, it will work, and we've got a base of several hundred clients now that this is working very successfully with. It's not necessarily an overnight thing, but give it a period of time, and yes, you will see some fantastic results. Now, the reason it works is because when people go to Google and they search for a plumber, or they search for an architect, or whatever your business is, they do that search. They're doing that because they've got a problem they're looking to solve, they've got a need that they're trying to, or they've got something that they want to buy, and they're actively in the market. And it's much easier to be found by people that are in the market to buy or invest in your product or service than it is to go out and try and find them through advertising or telemarketing or direct mail or any of those other outbound marketing techniques that you might use. Now, a sub-question of will it work is quite often people say, well, yes, I see that would work for a shop, or I see that would work for something where people are selling to the public, but our business is different. Will it work for us? Now, we've got clients that are estate agents, we've got clients that are wholesalers, that are retailers, that are manufacturers, that are professional services businesses, that are trade businesses. We've got clients that are attracting new customers from all walks of life. Now, if you are in a business which sells to the trade, or that you have business to business, a customer base, well, the businesses that you deal with will need to find suppliers, just like you need to find products or services yourself. And when they do, the internet is the first place they will go. Now, that might happen less often. You might get less of those types of customers, but also a trade customer is worth more to you. They spend more, and they have accounts with you, and they spend thousands of pounds sometimes. So you don't need that many of them. Now, the times that those kinds of businesses do searches is when they get let down by their current supplier, when they fall out with their current supplier, when their current supplier goes out of business, or when they want to get a better deal, or they want to get a better range of products or services, they want to get a better service. And that's when they will go searching. And it's easier to let them find you when they decide they want to find the new supplier than it is to go hunting for them using telemarketing and direct mail and all those other things that you could be using. So, next question. Won't this be more work for me? As you'd have seen, getting to the top of the search engines involves creating articles, it involves creating blog posts, it involves video marketing, it involves lots and lots of things. Now, the good news is that you don't have to do any of that. Most of our clients are small and medium-sized businesses run by people just like yourself who do not have the time to sit down and write a blog post. So we take care of the whole process. Which leads me to my next question, which is, well, if that's the case, how do we know what to write? Well, it's very simple. There are 3 sources of information that we've got. The first is your existing website, which is full of content. It's full of information about your business and about your products and about your services. It's also got photographs. It might have video on it already. The second source which we'll use is independent research. In other words, we will look at competitors, we will look at industry blogs, we will look at forums, we will go out there and we'll research your marketplace to come up with great ideas for articles, blog posts, etc. And the third strategy is quite simply, we're going to talk to you. We're going to ring you up every month and we're going to have a chat with you. And we're going to ask you what's happening in your business, what's happening in your industry. We're going to brainstorm some ideas that we've got. You might have some ideas, and between us we'll come up with some great ideas, and then you can leave us to go on and produce them for you. Next question. We can't all be on the first page of the search engines. I get people say this to me a lot. And it's because you will get called by lots of people, and lots of people will talk to you and say, we can get you to the first page of Google. And sometimes people say, well, I've been, 20 people have told me that. You can't all get me to the first page. We can't all be on page 1. And the answer is no, you can't. Only a few people can. There are 10 results in the natural search results on the first page, and you can't all get there. Now, the truth of the matter is that the type of marketing we're talking about is advanced, and it's using latest techniques, and the vast majority of small and medium-sized businesses aren't doing it. Most small and medium-sized businesses are completely underusing the internet, and the good news is most of your competitors are too. So this is the opportunity to make sure that you get ahead of the curve and you get ahead of your competitors, because you can't all be on the first page of the search engines, but if you act fast, you can be. So what makes us any different? Because we're not the only people that will talk to you about getting your website found better in the search engine. So why are we any different to anybody else? Well, there's 3 main things which we focus on. The first is that we really work hard to stay ahead of the curve. We're in a really fast changing industry, and anyone in our industry who sits back, who gets complacent, will be left behind. So we are working incredibly hard on a week by week, day by day basis to stay ahead of all the changes that are happening in Google, in Facebook, in Twitter, in the blogosphere, in all these different things, so that we can make sure that you're staying ahead. The second thing is the communication. When people invest in search marketing, sometimes they see the money going out, but they don't see what's happening and what's coming back. So we work really hard to make sure that we're speaking to you every single month. You'll get a report from us every month which will show you what position you've got to in the search engine, so you can see your progress as the months go by. We'll also send you information on how many visitors are coming to the website, and we'll help you understand that information so we can make decisions on how to improve your website, because ultimately, the thing that motivates us is seeing our clients succeed. Nothing is better for us as a business than to hear of clients whose businesses have totally changed as a result of the new customers that have found them from their website. It's incredibly exciting, and that's what we want for you. And in order to get that, obviously we have to make sure that you are in front of the people that are searching, and we have to get you found further up, and we will do that. But as well as that, we want to make sure that when people get to your website, they're impressed by what they see, and they want to make the contact with you, an inquiry, or they want to purchase from you, and they want to actually take a step further. So the third part of what we do is to really focus on the results. Most people that are in our industry are IT experts. Now, we have lots of IT expertise in our business, but we're much more than that. As a company, our background is in business coaching, it's in mentoring and working with owners of small and medium-sized businesses to help them in every area of their business. So there's much more in the way of value that we can add to our relationship. So that can be in the form of seminars, in workshops, or quite simply advice and tips that we give you in our regular phone calls. So, I hope by watching this that you're excited by the opportunity that you've got in front of you, and by the difference that you can see in your business 12 months, 18 months down the line as a result of working together with us. So I've been Will Williamson, and I hope to see you soon.